of KB playing me. All right, so a salute to KB. Make sure y'all go follow Kwame Brown on his main channel, Bust Life. But he did a reaction to me to my video. So I'm doing a reaction of his reaction to my video. So you're going to hear me talk in the background. So when you hear me in the background, don't be wondering what the hell going on. But I definitely want to make a reaction video because we know that Kwame Brown don't like both of these individuals. All right, so Kwame Brown's about to go off on Stephen A. Smith going off on Jason Whitlock, if that makes sense.
And the preservation of our race of people.
Now, let's get back to finishing this video. Then I'll let you guys get up out of here. Well, I ain't letting you do nothing because you can get up out of here anytime you want to. But, you know,
here we go.
Shooting the basketball. This upset. So it was something that Jason Whitlock must have said that triggered boy Stephen A. Because Stephen A. has yet to respond to me. He goes over to this channel. He responds to everybody. He acts like this is his channel where he can let his hair down, even though it's only a little bit of hair because his hairline pushed so far back that you can see all of his thoughts and all of his wrinkles on his forehead. It looked like a goddamn, what the fuck? A pack of goddamn turkey and then a smooth pack of turkey. It's like a pack of turkey mixed with a, I don't understand what the hell going on. That motherfucker got enough forehead that he can have 5 lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5 lines, and then enough space for some more forehead. That's a goddamn lot of forehead, boy. From his eyebrows to his hairline, he got 5 ripples in between, and then still like a flat part. Boy, this motherfucker got to be more careful, boy.
Got to be.
You got a lot going on. Hey, you got a lot going on, Stephen A. How come you call out everybody else, but you won't call out me?
Man, I wonder if he's ever gonna call out KB. If he know better, he won't.
Somebody say I'm starting to be irrelevant, but yet and still you're here. I'm not irrelevant to you. As long as you're here, I'm relevant enough for your view. So thank you. Keep chatting. Do not block that person. Let's uplift that person, because without that person, there will be no this person. I need that person. But yeah. Him and Iverson go way back like his hairline. Man, that man, look at this shit, bro. 5 ripples. 5 ripples, and then still got a little smooth part. I don't get it. Stephen A. need to get the Steve Harvey man unit. Pull that shit forward. Somebody say, how many drinks you had this morning, buddy? Oh, I'm about to have another swagger dash. Let me, matter of fact. The hell would it matter to you? I don't understand. Cynthia Bell said, damn, no notifications, YouTube? Man, they'll never send out my notifications. People be like, what happened to them? I'm like, damn. I got all these videos up. I got a video up, at least a video up there every day. And now we're about to crank this channel back on up. But I normally, my editor have a video up every day. The mother long enough, so AMD, because hopefully that can protect me from all of the copyright issues that people like to have. So let's do it. So, but he works in this industry that you can't talk about weight. He was supposed to say big boned person. He wasn't supposed to call him fat. He called him a fat.
Whoa!
I'm just over here, you know what I'm saying? Just clout chasing. I'm definitely clout chasing. I've never watched him speak before.
He must not be yeah, I'm just over here clout chasing. This nigga, the only thing I know that I'm in. Yeah, I'm just over here clout chasing. I don't do that. That's what's up.
Hey, see,
on this particular day, they don't.
See, listen, one thing about me, I'm going to tell you straight up. Man, I don't know nothing about this. I just know I'm going to get views off of it. Hey, I'll tell you straight up who I am. So, hey, it is what it is.
Don't take precedent. Instead, one would be Aaron Rodgers and his situation with the Pat McAfee show. That's necessary to address because, after all, I'm an employee for ESPN. The other would be a fat bastard that has gotten away for far too long talking his bullshit.
Whoa!
You wanted some?
Whoa!
Fine. I'm happy.
Whoa! Are you allowed to say that?
Oh no, he's definitely allowed to curse now, damn D, because this is his show. You know, I helped this boy turn out to be an owner. You know, he ain't own a damn thing until I came to the scene and said, Stephen A., boy, you don't own shit. You're a script reading boy for them white boys, and they own your mouth, your tongue, your ass, everything. And then he got himself a show. This is the Stephen A. Smith show. So now he's going to show his range. So now he's, well, I don't think you can fat shame a man. I just think it should be a double standard in that. I don't give a damn about no man getting upset by you calling him fat. So, but he works in this industry that you can't talk about weight. He was supposed to say big boned person. He wasn't supposed to call him fat.
Exactly.
He called him a fat bastard.
Bastard.
He was supposed to say big person. That's the political correct thing. Well, let's listen to Stephen A. Stephen A. is on fire, but he won't say nothing about me. I would really love for him to let's get into a back and forth on why he was at them colleges and who paid him to go to those colleges. My next question would be, was it Disney? And why is that? I would love to ask him these questions. And I know he hear me talk, and somebody's going to ask him, and they've been asking him for the longest, Stephen A., why were you at those colleges? He's addressed everybody else. And I know you called, Jason Whitlock a fat bastard. You can call me a skinny black bastard or a tall farmer or something. But respond, because we want to know, why were you at those colleges? Have they given you a script yet to tell us why, to tell you what to tell us on why you was at those colleges? Absolutely beautiful one. I believe I inspired Stephen A. Smith to have his own show. 20-something years, he never had his own show. He could be fired and have to wait on a boss to give him a job. Now, if he gets fired, he could do everything he does on his Stephen A. Smith show. Prior to me coming to the internet, this had not happened for Stephen A. Stephen A. didn't have enough mental fortitude, even though he says he's a doctor now, but he's honorary, just like he's honorary Q-Dog. Allegedly, I think I snapped. He didn't have enough mental fortitude with all the big words that he possessed to say, you know what, I need something of my own. When Stephen A. went back and forth with me at one point, I heard this man say the dumbest thing I ever heard in my life. He said, I wake up every day to try to figure out how to get my bosses paid. I'm like, what? Nigga, what? Yeah, I wake up every day to figure out how to get my bosses some money and figure out how I can get a piece. Now, this is a guy that was already getting paid millions of dollars. You can look up his salary. He's making $12 million a year. But instead of him waking up trying to figure out what to do with that $12 million to make it into 24, to get him some more property, to get his own show, to do anything on his own, he's so hung up on making his boss some money that he wasn't even a boss himself. The nigga that he's talking about calling a boss been a boss since a teenager, but he just becoming a boss in the last year or two.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
Tell the real to unblock me. I'll be nice. Who's the real? Yeah, the guy he's calling the boss. He ain't never been no boss in 20-something years until the guy that he's been calling the boss showed him how to be a boss. The man got fired, and Stephen A. went away. He started doing little reject movies and appearances until he got hired again. I inspired a lot of people. You see a lot of people on YouTube now. They dissing me, but you see a lot of people with their own page, their own shows, all that. And it's okay. They can diss me. I understand. Stephen A. versus Jason Whitlock. All this coon on coon crime getting out of hand. Fighting over who loves Whitey more.
That's a good
They also thank you, including Shannon Sharp. Nah, they ain't gonna thank me. They reject the person. Same way they do Cat Williams. They reject the person that hold up that mirror. None of these guys had shows. None of these guys had anything. What they're going to do, the business of doing now is say, hey, well, shit, the white people locked you out for telling on us, and they exalted us. They uplifted us. So now we're going to talk about how much more we got than you. You still spiritually and morally bankrupt, so you still ain't going to have more than me. Yeah, you still ain't going to have more than me. When you got the mindset of waking up every day to get your boss some money, and you got money, and you ain't waking up every day trying to get your own, then yeah, you ain't going to have more than me. You mentally fucked up.
To say that? Whoa! Stephen A. Smith coming for the throat. Pause. Damn.
Give it to you, you piece of shit. Oh! Stephen A. Smith show up next, right now.
Oh! I ain't never heard him cuss like this. I thought you were going to call him a motherfucker. Damn! Oh, my holy moly, don't know show.
On the show, I almost never say his name, and that is the name of Jason Whitlock. He is a guy that has a show on Blaze TV. He is the person that I directly allude to as that fat bastard. He's a no good individual, probably the worst individual I've.
That's twice.
Damn, a no good individual, probably the worst individual that he's ever encountered. Damn. Somebody's triggered.
Triggered. I'm
Keep
triggered.
ripping these punks, KB. Tell him submit an answer. Yeah, he ain't gonna submit no answer. He only know how to pick and joke like that. That ain't gonna work. So he has to ignore me. The only way he ever addressed me is in a joke, in a bullshit manner. He don't know that there's a serious side to me. So this man is saying Jason Whitlock, for whatever reason, because he didn't like his memoir, his book. Doesn't think his book is 100% accurate. Now he's the worst guy in the world. I thought y'all said these big time celebrities were too big and too powerful and too important to respond to the little people. Jason Whitlock don't have the #1 syndicated show and all this stuff like ESPN once was. Why is he responding to Jason Whitlock all of a sudden?
Must have did something. Must have did something.
Ever had the displeasure of ever being associated with in any capacity, and I will address him in just a few minutes. All I will say is that the things that I'm going to say, please don't hold anybody responsible for it other than me. Nobody. I even took the liberty of calling my pastor to apologize in advance for what I'm going to say about that no good bastard. So I will address that in just a few minutes. And I'm not engaging in hyperbole. I'm not exaggerating. The pastor's name is Pastor A.R. Bernard at Christian Cultural Center. You don't believe me? Call him and ask him.
Wait a minute. These niggas so religious that they have to call a pastor and apologize for cursing in advance.
I guess so.
You want me to believe that you called your pastor to apologize? Now I'm starting to believe what Whitlock said was true. This shit sounds so phony. You gonna call another man, your pastor, another person that has his own indiscretions. You don't even know what the hell your pastor doing nowadays. You're gonna call your pastor to apologize for cursing.
I guess so.
Does Stephen A. have kids outside of wedlock? I wonder if he used that same logic. I wonder if did he call his pastor before he was about to tap that internet booty. Or whatever booty he tapped and made kids. I wonder if he called his pastor and said, "Hey, pastor, I'm finna tap that booty." I'm sorry, pastor, I'm finna tap that booty. Is this like the Alcohol Anonymous page or something that you can call? Oh, and I wish Ticket would have Jason if it was only about football. Then why was Jason sweating Dion and Tracy Edmonds' relationship? Nah, he ain't. He worried about everything about Dion. This nigga say he had to ask his pastor before he said a curse word. Yeah. And as far as I can remember, Stephen A. Smith is unmarried. Stephen A. Smith has never been married, I don't think. And he has children outside of wedlock. So did he call his pastor and say, "I'm about to tap this booty, pastor"?
Being dramatic. Being extra dramatic.
And why didn't pastor talk him out of it? And why didn't pastor pray for him and talk him out of cursing before he did this video? Because if you took the time to call the pastor could have laid hands on him. He could have talked you out of this. This don't even make no sense. Yeah, this nigga just making this shit up to sound good on camera. I'm calling my pastor that could not talk me out of cursing. I might need to go to a new church. The first thing a pastor supposed to say is, "Let me pray with you."
Exactly.
Come let me pull you to the side and pray with you. Don't lower your standards. Don't do this. Don't do that. And after the pastor finished praying with you, you probably would have felt so bad that I ain't finna curse him out. I'm gonna do it in a way where I can honor myself and honor my pastor. You damn serpent. But let's keep going since you want to say this dumb shit. I just wanted to break it down and how dumb that sounded.
I will.
I don't lie about that no good bastard.
Wow.
So I'm nobody to say, please don't hold anybody responsible for it other than me.
Wow.
Nobody. I even took the liberty of calling my pastor to apologize in advance for what I'm going to say about that no good bastard.
Wow.
So I will address that in just a few minutes.
Wow.
And I'm not engaging in hyperbole. I'm not exaggerating. The pastor's name is Pastor A.R. Bernard at Christian Cultural Center. You don't believe me? Call him and ask him.
I will.
I don't lie like some other people I know. But again, I'll get into that a little bit later on in the show. Before I do that, it's necessary for me
talk about him now.
Is an expert in the field of immunity.
All right, hold on.
Present day athlete, and you.
All right, here we go.
Who's now at Spotify.
Okay, here we go.
I know that picture does look pretty smooth.
Right. No, but you
as a black man,
all right, here you go.
Sitting in this seat, the level of vitriol that I have to absorb is something that I understand 99.99% of the time.
How do you spell vitriol?
You're a former player and you want to crucify me, that's fine.
Something's wrong with me.
You're somebody that was involved in some kind of public incident that I had to speak on, whether you're the wife or ex-girlfriend or something.
How do you spell vitriol?
You're a former player and you want to crucify me, that's fine. You're somebody that was involved in some kind of public incident that I had to speak on, whether you're the wife or ex-girlfriend or some of a former player, whatever. I get it.
Okay.
You're a present day athlete and you don't like my evaluation of what has transpired before our very eyes and what I'm witnessing. That's cool.
All right.
But I swear to you on everything that I love.
Yeah. Talk to me.
It's not personal. I'm a sports reporter and sports commentator. That is what I have been throughout my career.
Yeah.
It is my responsibility to tell you what I see through my lens, how I feel about it, what my perspective is, etc.
All right.
It's not like I'm sitting at home with absolutely nothing to do and no obligation to touch on anything, but I feel the need to invoke and ingratiate my thoughts, etc., upon the world.
Get to the disrespect.
Get paid to do this.
I want to get to disrespect.
And because of that,
Where's the disrespect?
sometimes my opinions, my thoughts, my feelings, etc., are things that
Damn.
that's who the hell he is.
Damn.
Now, I have sat back for years, at least 9 to 10 years, saying absolutely nothing about this man. I never uttered the words fat bastard out of my mouth until a few months ago. So that means that the previous 9 years, you never heard me speak on him at all. But now it's necessary. Excuse me. Because you see, if you listen to the fat bastard, I didn't play high school ball, even though my coach's name was Harvey Stoller. It was Thomas A. Edison Vocational and Technical High School. I played there my senior year. I was in a basketball tournament at Fashion Institute of Technology where I dropped 27 points and got a scholarship because the coach came calling me after that and what have you. Fashion Institute, even though my coach's name was Harvey Stoller, it was Thomas A. Edison.
We're not trying to hear that. Probably had one piece of ass in his life as well. Hey, this nigga had one game, one tryout talking about him for a couple of minutes. But he been talking about me for 20 years. Now, can anybody fact check this high school and look up Stephen A. Smith and let's figure out anything that this motherfucker is saying? We have to figure out, let's fact check this dude. So I'm gonna slow it down. I'm gonna rewind it and slow it down. We have to fact check. There's some really good researchers out there, and we're gonna need y'all to start researching what this man is saying.
I didn't play high school ball, even though my coach's name was.
All right, so let me skip this part and let me just get to KB's reaction. All right, let me skip this.
By this particular writer, so you know.
And white men do it too, Jason. But you bigger than him, bro.
By this particular writer, so you know how I must feel that you betrayed me.
Damn.
Did you tell the folks that, you bitch?
No! I'm so dramatic.
Oh no, Jason, you gotta fight him, bro. Come on, man. Stop all this I'm grown shit. It's a time to fight. It's time to swing. And you done seen the way this man punch? This man called you a bitch. Oh no, it's time. Hey, come on, son.
It's time
you
to
a protector.
fight.
You a provider.
It's time to fight.
Never seen Stephen A. break down X's and O's on big board. No, he can't. He don't know what the fuck he talking about. He couldn't even get in the damn game. How you gonna break down X's and O's? On no level, he couldn't get in the game. So, man, listen. Yo, he called you a bitch. Whitlock. Bro, I ain't gonna tell you what to do.
Bitch lock.
But you bigger than him, bro. I know you're gonna take the high road and he's just angry and this is what I mean about the female emotions. Like, no, there's a bunch of different ranges of men. And there's some men out there that if you call them a bitch, they're gonna wanna slap you. Or they're at least gonna want you to prove that they're a bitch.
Facts.
And white men do it too, Jason. So it's not a black raised without your mama thing. I know some white men that are raised with both parents. And the dad was a doctor and mama was a doctor, got a few tattoos. But if you walk up to him and call him a bitch, he gonna want to throw hands. And all I'm saying is, Jason, it's time for you to step outside of that pen and paper because this man is calling you out as a man. And we've seen Stephen A. punch. How can a man that punch down and up the way he do call somebody a bitch? Jason, at least tackle him or something. Come on, man. Time to swing. And YouTube, in no way am I inciting violence. Now, I'm talking about a celebrity boxing match. These are two celebrity men. Boxing is sanctioned in New York, California, New Jersey. It's a sporting event. So I'm suggesting that these men settle their differences. When you're calling this man a B word, they should offer to at least settle.
I'm gonna end it off right here, and we gonna pick it up on another video, man. So make sure if y'all new to the channel, make sure definitely go follow Kwame Brown and follow myself as well, man. It's your boy DMD signing. Oh, I gotta get the thumbnail. Is that gonna be my thumbnail? I need a thumbnail. All right, there we go. It's your boy DMD signing out.